Hey guys, welcome back to another Creative Shock video. Today I am bringing you the top 7 things that you need to do day 1 for Chaos Zero Nightmare. We're getting very close to release now, guys. It is, as of video recording, 7 days away, and I wanted to bring some really important things that I learned in the beta. I spent a lot of time on the beta. I pushed to level 30. I did the Deep Trauma level 30 run. There's some things that I guess from the beta I've learned that we probably need to do day 1 to kind of get there and get to level 30 Deep Trauma and start farming the gear we want for content. So first one is complete chapters, story, and tutorial. So obviously as we get in there, we're going to have chapters, we're going to have tutorial and story we need to do. I did learn from the beta that I wanted to use gems for refreshes. To begin with, I didn't, and I took extra pulls, and it kind of stunted me a little bit. I could have got there faster than I did. So I think what I'll be doing this time is I will be using gems to fully refresh on that day 1, so I can get further in and unlock more content. I think I got stuck at chapter 2 when I didn't do that. So I'm hoping with the refreshes, I can probably push to chapter 3 day 1. The more content you unlock in the game, obviously, the more opportunity you have then to do that content that will be maybe an energy system or a daily system. You kind of want to unlock as much of that as you can so you don't, miss out on a day reset of some sort. Number 2, use your initial pulls, obviously. I believe they're giving us 200 pulls. If you're looking for a tier list or a guide of characters, feel free to go look that up. I think Pride will have one. Personally, I don't think I will reroll. I did feel like a lot of the characters were balanced. I played my beta without Calliope, although I did see now that she has been nerfed apparently. I'm not sure exactly what. I haven't looked too far into it. I kind of want to jump on fresh day 1. But yeah, I was kind of happy with just what I pulled. So my plan will be to probably pull until I find Ren. I kind of want Kayron too. Kayron was kind of cool. I didn't get to have him in the beta, so I did want to have him. But yeah, my plan will be to do the pulls. If you want to reroll and find your character you want, feel free to do that. I believe it does take about 80 minutes, I was told. Someone else said 20 minutes. So, depending on how long it takes, you guys can kind of figure out if that is going to be good for you or not. I think that the initial pulls, as long as you get characters that are like the 4-stars are very strong. There's a lot of 4-stars that are strong, like Nia, Maribel. Those 2 characters are great to have. What are the 4-stars? Everyone loves Cassius. Cassius is a lot of fun as well. These characters are going to be very easy to get with those 200 pulls. So I do think that's kind of smart for them to kind of give them, if they are giving them all at once, which I hope they will be. But yeah, I think that will be kind of my angle, will be to not reroll, just pull and see what I get. But yeah, cool. The next tip I would say for day 1 would be probably unlocking the Ark City and start upgrading for Ark City. So Ark City was the side mini game where there is like a city that you have control over, and there's like policies coming in, and you've got to do policies every 3-4 hours or so. That is something that I probably didn't put as much time in and start doing as fast as I should have. I think that the faster you get there, obviously, the sooner you can have policies coming through. Although I'm not sure how important that would be. We didn't really kind of see how Ark City influenced other stuff. But you probably want to get to Ark City and start upgrading the research tabs, because the research tabs have like get policies faster, get this upgrade, that upgrade. And so I think that I'll probably try and get there and start using those policies and upgrading the research as fast as possible, just so it kind of ramps it up faster. I am hoping though that because we played like an older version in the beta, I'm hoping that the Ark City is a little bit more exciting this time. Maybe it has some more things that kind of bring in with the actual Chaos run. Next tip for day 1, obviously picking your comp you want to start working towards. Like, that's the most important part, I guess, for day 1, is picking what 3 characters you want to start working on for your Chaos runs. I wouldn't recommend upgrading multiple characters. You don't want to kind of spread your experience thin, and I think a lot of people do that sometimes. They get excited, they upgrade people that they like, they want to push certain people, because it's characters they like, but maybe those characters aren't as good early game. You don't want to get stuck where you've got 10 characters leveled up, but no one leveled up high enough to kind of help you in your runs, you're probably better to have, 3 characters that are solid characters that can get you through the early game chaos runs, because in the chapters you do have to do like a chaos run in the middle to like unlock that world. And the last thing you want to do, they do get harder. You don't want to get to a point where you're stuck chapter 2, chapter 3, because the actual chaos run itself is too hard for you because you pick characters that probably aren't formidable or don't feel strong early. I recommend personally, from playing over 40 hours, Maribel and Nia together. Maribel is the 4-star tank that she can shield a lot. In the beta, shielding a lot was able to kind of stop the mental damage, because like they had to hit you to do mental damage. I'm not sure whether it will change, obviously, but the shields were kind of a lot stronger than healing. And Nia/Mika as your support. So Nia is the one, she kind of helps people attack. She can play cards from graveyard and play cards from top of your deck. So she's very, very versatile in regards to what she can do. And Mika obviously is the character you start with. Mika is able to heal, able to give you action points, very strong support-wise. Nia, Maribel, and Mika are the 3 that you kind of want to put together with a carry. So a carry could be, Cassius, it could be Rin, it could be a lot of different characters that are carries, like Luke, Rinoa, etc. So the carry that you like, I preferred Rin. I did enjoy a lot of Rin gameplay. But like that carry with like a Maribel and a Mika or Nia, or even a Mika, a Nia, and a carry, probably is a really good start. And you really want to kind of work into that comp a little bit, because Maribel, Nia, and Mika can kind of really support a team and support a carry to let them kind of take the lead. And a lot of carries do take a lot of action points, and they don't really take a lot of action points. So they're the ones I kind of recommend for to probably start with. Although like this is a gacha game, it's also a single player gacha game. There's no PvP or anything like that. If you guys want to level up, whoever you want to level up, feel free. But I think that people who kind of want to clear the content and get to end game and get like as far as possible, they should probably focus on 3 characters like that and level them up, and it'll probably feel better in the long run. And then when we get to end game, that's when we have fun and we get out all the crazy people and try them out. That's the way I'm feeling about it at the moment. I think that the next tip I would say, number 5, would be once you've maxed out that stam and you've used your refreshes day 1, I think that's the fun point where we kind of get to start doing our chaos runs. Because every time you do chaos runs, there's a percentage chance that you unlock like a rare encounter, or you start unlocking certain encounters, etc. And as you unlock those encounters, you're completing the achievement diary for that place. And that's the point where we're kind of push as far as we can. But the good thing about this game is that you can keep playing the game. You don't have to. Sorry, I'm blurry. You don't have to wait for the next day or for energy to come back. You're able to kind of be able to just play and enjoy yourself in the chaos run. That's what we're kind of there for. So yeah, I think that after you've kind of done your stam and max refresh, you can sit there, play the chaos mode, enjoy yourself, go take a break, whatever you want to do. I am hoping by the end of day 1 we are finished chapter 3. So we are or maybe it won't be chapter 3. Maybe we finished at least chapter 2 and halfway through chapter 3 potentially, which means that we can do the chapter 2 chaos world at least, so we can start using that stuff. I think that won't be too bad. And then obviously you're doing your Arc City and stuff like that as well. I guess like my 6th tip probably would be you probably need to get, like, a lot of people had struggles in the beta where they didn't have any mental breaks, and because they didn't have any mental breaks, they couldn't get into the deep trauma runs. Now, the deep trauma runs, the stuff that I was doing on my YouTube videos you guys watched, very fun. The content's a lot harder than a normal chaos run, and it's where you get the better gear, you get the purple gear. I think that you need to make sure that you do have a mental break. I know it sounds weird, but you got to make sure your character has a mental break, so then you're able to start doing those deep trauma runs. Deep trauma runs are a lot more beneficial, so I think that you probably want to do that over just doing the normal chaos runs. And based on the developers, what they said and stuff, there will be different things happening with the mental breaks in regards to, there was like mental break codes or something that they were talking about, so that'll be exciting. I think that the more mental breaks you have, the more mental break codes you'll unlock, which is something that we didn't have in beta, but it will be exciting to kind of unlock those probably. But at the same time, as I said, it sounds weird. You're going to be going and mental breaking your characters deliberately so you can get unlockables, I guess. It will be cool though, because the mental breaks will be different now. Back then it was just you needed to play 9, 10 of them, etc. But it showed on the developer that it was like they're attacking other people and that you gotta do certain things to make them come back out. So very excited to see that. And the last tip, guys, obviously have fun with the game. Like, we've been waiting a long time for this. It's a very exciting week, 7 days from now. Very hype. People are excited to get on. You know, despite all these tips, make sure you are having fun. A lot of people will jump in and they'll try and get the tier list character, and then they will get burned out because they're not playing people they enjoy, and then they'll stop playing. Don't do that, guys. Come in, pick a character you like, it looks cool. Most characters are balanced and playable. You know, whatever character or carry you want, just play it, because I'd rather you guys play it than play the meta comp and then you feel bored or you don't like the way they play and then you're not enjoying yourself. Like, at the end of the day, we've got to have fun with our gacha hobbies, right, guys? So that is kind of my 7 tips for day 1. I think that as I said, the main one is just getting through that story, using gems for refreshes and making sure that you get as far as you can day 1. I will be probably streaming the release, which is exciting. So feel free to come watch me. I will be playing. I'll be answering questions. I mean, it'll be kind of new for me too, though. I haven't been min-maxing the stats in the background or anything like that. I would much rather jump in, play the game, see how it's changed, and see what's good and what's not good. But yeah, very exciting day coming up, and hope to see you guys there. If there's any other tips that you guys can think of, please put them in the comments. Let's have, like, you know, I'll come read the comments and see what other tips you guys have if I've missed any. And yeah, feel free to come in the YouTube stream and tell me what your pulls are and come share all your stuff, because I do want to play this with you guys. So thanks so much for coming, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.